Hi there, welcome back to my channel, Nail Art by Sin. Today, we're going to be recreating my Ella Langley Choosing Texas inspired nail set. So, without further ado, let's get started. This is going to be a fun one to redo. Hello there, and welcome to my channel, Nail Art by Sin. So, today, I am going to recreate this nail set that I made. I actually love the song Choosing Texas by Ella Langley. And when I think of Ella Langley, I think of turquoise because she wears a lot of turquoise in pictures that I've seen of her or videos. So I thought, okay, I'm doing Ella Langley inspired nail set. I didn't have any turquoise stones or charms or stickers or anything. So I thought, okay, I'm going to have to wing this and kind of do this on my own. So I made my own little turquoise stone there. And I painted my nail tips to resemble turquoise, which I think turned out very well. And then I had this nail foil here that resembles a cow print. And so I thought I'll use that. And the two polishes that I'm using are Jodstone. It's a 7 ml bottle. You guys know that I'm a big supporter of Madam Glam. I have a lot of Madam Glam polishes here in the background. But I am trying to use up a lot of my 7 and my 5 ml bottles. So this is the color that I'm using, the turquoise teal color. And it is Jodstone B514. And then I'm also using Rosalinda, kind of a beige, nudish color. It's C018, and it's a real pretty color. And it's what you see here in the background, back there on that nail. So with that being said, I did make this little turquoise little stone, and basically what it is a it's like one of those little half pearl stones, and I just painted it with the teal color, and then I'm going to make the little turquoise veins and lines there. I did this one, and I kind of thought maybe I should have used some smaller beads. So I pulled out my caviar beads that I have, and instead of these little gold beads, which I had already pulled out what I needed here, I'm going to make one with the caviar beads and see what the difference is, and see if I like it better. Either way, this one is here to go in case I decide to keep it the same size gold beads. And so the other paints that I'll be using, gel paints, are a black, and this is Laquelle Reth. I believe I got these on either Temu or Shein. I'm not sure. But that's a black color. This is a plum purple color that I've mixed in with this. And I did try to mix a little bit of the brown in. I did the black and the brown, and I kind of like the black and the plum purple together. It gives it more of a black shade, but kind of lightens it up a little bit. So this is kind of what it ended up looking like. So I will be doing this shortly here. The first thing I'm going to work on is the two stones. And like I said, I'm going to do one with the caviar beads and see if I like it better. If it does look better, then I'm probably not going to be using this one. If it looks about the same, or I'm happier with this one, then I'll make another one to replicate that there. I will be using a top coat, and the one that I use is Forever Glaze, And this brand, you can get at Sally's. It's Nail Boo. Lately, I've been using Lavender Violets brand top coat, but I pulled this one out for this set. The other thing I'll be using is my Savvyland Builder Gel. This is what I add my stones with instead of glue for rhinestones. And then I have this Savvyland Builder Gel. I put it in this little syringe, which is easier to add your stones, and I'll show you how to do that. The other thing I'll be using is to get a perfect transfer on the foil that I used. And this is a perfect transfer every single time that I use this. I don't have a problem with nail foils. This is Artsyville Embellishment. It is a foil adhesive. And I use this for nails. And I did email the company and I asked them if this could be used on nails, natural nails, or if it could be used on nail tips, and they said absolutely. There's nothing wrong with doing that. So they have a lot of customers that do that, and they order this stuff. So I actually have 3 tubs, but I'm still on the first one. So yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get started. And I'm going to set this phone down, and we're going to work on the stones first. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up my black and my little plum. The black is black and it is 008. That's the brand there. And then the plum color is 003. Okay. And so we are going to get, I'm just going to use just a little brush that I have. This is Marie's. It's a 00000 brush. So I'm just going to grab some of this, put it on my little palette here. And I'm going to grab a little bit of this purple color, just kind of mix it together, the plum color. There you go. And so now I'm just going to make probably like the bigger vein. Now what I did was I gave this little stone 2 coats of the Jodstone teal color. There you go. You just kind of make a little design. You don't want to put too much of this using the black. I'm sorry, using the big brush. Okay. And I'm going to do the same to this one over here. Just kind of make a little design there. Okay. All right. That should be about it right there. Wipe my little brush off. I have 100% acetone here just to kind of clean the brush off real good. Now I'm going to get my little 17 millimeter brush here. And this brush is, it's a liner brush. And the brand on this one is Shine Chance. I actually bought a set of like 8 brushes or 6 brushes. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 brushes for $5.99. Okay, now this, I just take a little bit of this top coat. And I just barely dab a tiny bit there because it doesn't take very much at all. And so what you're going to do is you're just going to kind of dab it, but kind of like dab it to bring it out a little into the blue area. So basically it's just kind of making it a little, it just spreads it a little bit. There you go. And I'm just going to do it on both sides. Okay, so as you can see, it just kind of makes it bleed a little bit into the blue area. And that's what you want it to do. I'm going to try this one as well. And you're just basically dabbing it on there. Yeah. Just dab, dab, dab is all you're doing. All right, and then for the little veins, you're just going to very lightly pull out some of the black, uh, like this. It's not going to be very dark. I think I need to maybe mix a little more black over here. And just a little dab of the purple with it. Okay. So that way it'll just make it a little bit darker. Okay, let's just pull out some of these little black lines here. Okay. And now we're going to cure that for 60 seconds. And then I'll put a little top coat on it. Just going to clean the brush off a little bit. Now I'm going to get my top coat back over here. All right, so these just came out of the lamp and they look awesome, if I may say so myself. I really do like the way they turned out. I'm going to put just a little top coat on this just so, you know, nothing scratches off. It's perfect. I actually decided to put these on my little nail tip stand, because before I had actually put it on this thing, and it was very hard to get off once I painted them and had the top coat on. It just kind of stuck like forever on that little palette thing, and I said next time I'm gonna put them on a stand. So those are going in the lamp right now for 60 seconds. So the next thing I want to do is I am going to work on the thumbnail and the pinky nail, and I'm going to be doing the same technique. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use my Jotson gel polish. It's B514, and I'm going to paint these two nails here. Now, I'm not putting on a base coat. These nails are for myself. So when I work on tips for myself, I normally do not put a base coat on them. If I'm making a set to sell, or I'm making a set for somebody else, then I do add a base coat. All right, these have come out of the lamp and they look wonderful. They turned out really nice, and they look real pretty with the top coat on. Look at that, they look beautiful. I'm just gonna put these here at the end of my little stand. Okay, let's just do this. Try to get this on here straight, and just get this on real quickly. And before I put this in the lamp to cure, I always check the underside just to make sure that nothing has leaked underneath. And I will just clean it up if it does. That way, when I cure it, nothing is seeping through. There you go. All right, So we're going to put that in the lamp for 60 seconds, but I'm going to do this one and put it in there at the same time. And I am putting 2 coats on this, and the first coat I'm going to cure. And then I'll show you what I do with the second coat. Okay, check the underside. This is perfect. And going in the lamp for 60 seconds. And the first coats have come out of the lamp. So now we're going to put on the second coat. All right, so let's get the second coat on. Okay, so we're not going to coat the second coat yet. We're not going to cure the second coat yet. And check the bottom, make sure it all looks good, and it does. And I'll put the second coat on that one in just a minute. So what I'm going to do at this time is I'm going to take a little bit of top coat. I'm just going to put it right there. There you go. And I'm going to take a little bit more of this black gel paint. Put it there. I'm going to grab some little bit of this purple, and I'm going to mix it all together here. Okay. I'm going to use this little paintbrush here that a little nail brush that I'm using. And I'm going to try to follow the same kind of, almost, maybe not exactly, but I'm just going to, it's already got the second coat of the Jodson teal blue color. So I'm just going to very lightly make a design here. It's going to be the main line here. I'm just kind of pouncing it. Just very lightly, but you know. There you go. All right, so that's the first one. I'll put the brush over to the side. And I'm going to get my detail brush, and I'm going to get a little bit of the top coat and kind of do the same thing that I did to the stone. So I'm just going to basically just kind of rub it along the side of it, just to kind of make the darker color kind of fade into the teal blue polish. Okay, so just kind of go all the way around it on both sides. There you go. All right, so it kind of bleeds a little bit through it. There you go. Now I'm going to get a little bit of this darker color here, and I'm going to start making the little kind of veins. There. It's basically all you really need to do is just run a couple of these little darker veins. That's what your darker polish is for. There. And so you're going to kind of do this all the way around. There you go. That looks pretty cool right there, I think. So that is that one. I'm going to put that in the lamp. I'm going to put my little detail brush down. I'm going to come back with the second coat of the Jadstone Teal gel polish and put that on this last little pinky nail. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing with my little dark polish. I'm going to run some main little veins down, kind of make a little design with it. Okay. Now I'm going to get my little detail brush again, and I'm going to make it kind of bleed together like I did the other one. Okay. And then I'm going to get that darker polish and make those little veins come out like that. Almost done with this. Okay, so there's that one there. I'm going to put that in the lamp, and we're going to cure these for 60 seconds. Let me get these brushes cleaned. there. Okay, I'll clean that brush. Now let me clean this other one. Okay, has just a few more minutes left on the lamp. These have come out of the lamp now, and they look very nice. So I'm going to put a top coat on both of these and get them back in the lamp. I very rarely use matte top coat, but every once in a while I do. I just love the glossy look to a nail, so I always use a no wipe glossy top coat. Okay, this looks so awesome. All right, so that is that one, and we will put that in the lamp, and this is gonna be in the lamp for 60 seconds again. Now, while that is busy doing that, I'm going to paint my index finger with the nude polish. And then I will go in and paint these two fingers with the nude polish as well. On this one, I will use 2 coats, and on these, I'm going to use 1 coat because those will be the background for the actual nail foiling. So it doesn't have to have the 2 coats on there. Okay, I am going to get my little thing here and clean up the bottom section of that little tip. Alright, this is going to have 2 coats on it, but I'm going to put it in for 60 seconds right now. And in the meantime, I'll get these painted with the 1 coat on there. Okay, this has come out, looks perfect. And this has come out, it looks perfect as well. Alright, so let's put this one back here. And let's put the second coat on this one. going to go in the lamp for 60 seconds, and these are going to go in the lamp for 60 seconds. These are the one coats. And now we are getting ready to do the foiling. So we are going to foil these two. It's complete foil on these two nails. And on the index finger, we are going to do a French tip foil nail tip. So I am going to basically see if I can follow that. I have two brushes here that I use for adhesive, any type of adhesive foil. So I have adhesive foil glue specifically for foiling, but what I have found that works 100% foil coverage, like there is just no, you just can't get anything wrong with this. I actually emailed this Artsyville company, and it actually, they said that I could use this on nails. I specifically asked, can this be used on natural nails and on nail tips? And they said yes, absolutely. And the name of the company is Artistic Painting Studio. I think the owner's name is Jen. So I ended up buying 3 of these, and these are 4 fluid ounces. It is a lot. I've had this for 6 months probably now, and I have still quite a bit in there. This is the first container I have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over, and I'm going to do my first nail tip here. And so what I'm going to do is try to follow the same design that I have on this one. So let me see if I can place these like this. There you go. So basically what I'm going to do is, I know that it starts about right here, and then it goes up to about right there, and to about right here. So I am going to follow that design on the smile line. Here we go. I'm actually going to wipe that off because I went crooked there. And if I don't wipe it off and it dries, then it's not going to work. It's going to add foil wherever I put it. So I need to be very careful here. There you go. That's perfect. And now I'm going to add my foil glue all over the rest of the nail here. There you go. There you go. That should be pretty good coverage there. All right. So that's that one. Just set that down. And now I'm going to add this adhesive glue all over the entire nails of the next. Let me get this wet. Hold on. I used the bigger brush and I'm going to do the whole nail. You just need a very thin coat. You don't need to put, gobs of it on. So there you go. You can use this on anything. If you want to foil a cup or a tumbler, anything. This stuff works amazing, but of course I'm just using it for nails. If you want to go to their website, you can do so, and there's lots of videos that you can watch on how they foil everything. There you go. Now, when you're foiling a big item, it says to let it sit about 30 to 45 minutes. Because I'm doing just the nail bit, the nail area, I will put it in I have an air dryer for nails, and it works real fast. I just put it in for like 5 minutes. And it's that nail dryer over there. It's that one back there. And it just blows out air. That's it. Okay, and again, the name of this company is Artistic Painting Studio. And this product is called Artsyville Embellishments. It's foil adhesive is what it is. And I've tried all different kinds of nail foils, and sometimes it grabs and sometimes it doesn't. But when you use this stuff, it works 100%. So, okay. I'm going to clean these brushes. Alright, so these are ready to be used. And let's see, I have one that I already used. So I'm going to take my foil out, and I'm going to use this. This is the one that's got the half French tip on it, so I'm just going to put it down like that, and just going to rub it down real good. It's basically just going to put it where it's going to grab the foil right where I did the smile line. So let's just, I can already see that it's coming off right there. This is so easy to use, guys. It just, you can see it's already grabbed it. Look at that. It's perfect. It's just a perfect transfer every single time. Isn't that gorgeous? All right, I'll put the top coat on it in just a moment, and let's do the other two nails. So this one, I'm going to put it right here. And this is going to do the whole nail. It is so quick and easy. Like you can already tell that it's already picked up most of it. I tell you, I just don't have a problem with this at all whatsoever. So, this is great. Look at that. I'm telling you, I love it. Perfect transfer every time. There's a little piece here. There you go. Perfect. All right, that one's perfect there. Now we're going to do this one. Yeah, I looked at this and I thought, oh, it didn't transfer there, but it did. That is actually the beginning of one of these brown and black circles, so it covered it 100%. All right, so we're going to do this again. And we are going to do this way. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. Very, very nice. I'm telling you, you need to order you guys some. If you don't have any of this stuff, it just works so well. There you go. Look at that. 100% right there. That is perfect. And you can tell by looking at this how perfect it transfers. So, again, this stuff works amazingly. It is perfect. Right there. It's Artsyville Embellishments Foil Adhesive, and the name of the company is Artistic Painting Studio. They have paints and everything, but this stuff works amazing. So you can't beat that. Okay, so I'm going to put a top coat on this, and it will be perfect.
Here's your soda.
All right, so let's get this top coated just perfectly. There you go. That's one. And we're getting ready to do the next one. And we will do the last one. It's perfect. All right. And we're going to put these in the lamp for the last 60 seconds. And then the next thing we're going to do is we are going to do our embellishment. And we are going to use Savvyland Builder Nail Gel. I love to use Builder Gel to add my rhinestones. Any kind of embellishment that I want to put on charms. it just comes out perfect. All right, so if you remember, I mentioned that, you know, I didn't like these big little beads that I put on this nail. So on this nail, I'm going to try and use some smaller beads, which are called caviar beads. And then I'll make a decision if I'm going to keep this nail. Then I'll have to make another one of these and design it like this, or if I'm going to like the one with the caviar beads. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove one of these little stones that I had made. And we're going to add it right here. And I just noticed something. Oh my goodness, Cindy. So, as you can see, I picked a bigger stone than that size. So, I'm going to have to pause this video, make a couple of more little ones like this size. I apologize for that, but I'll be back. All right, so we are going to add, these are the new ones that I just made. These were the bigger ones. These were the next size down, which is what I needed. So let's just add, this is Savvyland Builder Gel. It is this right here. And I like to place it in a little syringe, and it just makes it so much easier for it to come out. So I'm going to add just a little bit of glue. See how easy it comes out with this little thing here? It's perfect. Okay. So we are going to add this right here in the middle. Yep, about like that. That's perfect. And now we're going to add that looks pretty even on both sides, I think. I am going to get that cured for about 30 seconds just to kind of adhere it. And then we're going to take out some of these little caviar beads. I think we'll do the gold ones. Let me close these things up so that they don't dry out. We could put our foils away. Okay, let's try and get some little gold ones out. These are little silver ones, so we don't want the silver ones. We just want the little gold ones. I actually kind of like the little rose gold ones. Those are real pretty too. Those might look good because of the, yeah, I think I like the rose gold, so we'll try that. All right, so I thought my phone was recording, but it wasn't. So I went ahead and put the little caviar beads, the rose gold ones, and I think it really does look better. than these bigger beads that I had put on that other nail. So I'm going to make another nail like this and go ahead and add the caviar beads to the actual nail tip. So let me do that, and maybe we'll get that started. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, Nail Art by Sin. I really hope that you liked this nail set that I put together, inspired by Ella Langley's new song, Choosing Texas. Please join me on other social platforms to see glimpses and clips of this video that I did put together, including the song. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.